What's up, everybody? It's your boy Spyro Fan. Now, I want to give some context on this, okay? This is about the whole Johnny situation in South Korea. Now, I just want to tell you, I was in his Discord server when he was in Japan, and I told him, with all his buddies in that server, stop doing what you're doing. You're disrespecting the country. There will be consequences to your actions. But they decided to ignore me, and then they kicked me out of the server because they didn't like what I was doing. And y'all could say I was a snitch. Y'all could say that, oh, this guy did something to Johnny and blah, blah, blah. No. I was more in the server because I was just keeping an eye on what was going on. And this is where I warned Johnny and I told his friends, knock it off. Because if you continue doing this, there will be consequences. But he didn't want to listen. So I got booted out of the server and I never went back. As far as I know, his server on his Rumble account does not work at all. You can even try to get in. I've tried. And it's not because I've been kicked out or banned. It's not because of that. It's because they nuked that server. They nuked it because they knew for a fact that they were in serious trouble after all the crap he was doing on YouTube, Kick. Yeah, he's screwed. And a lot of people don't realize on how bad this is. Like, this streamer, and this is why I want to say this as carefully as I can, okay? Not all IRL streamers are bad, okay? They're not. I've been watching several of them. I love their content. It's great. But when you have IRL streamers that are nuisance, there's a difference. When an IRL streamer wants to do content the right way, that's great. You can do it. But when you have a person like Johnny going around doing things that's called a nuisance, that's when you have a problem. Because when you go to another country and you disrespect them, like he did in Japan, like he did in South Korea and Israel, and this is where I tell the government this, okay? Look, not all IRL streamers are bad. They're not. It's just a problem with these nuisance IRL streamers that go around, think it's funny to do things because they're getting paid from their fans on their Discord server or wherever the hell they are. They could be on YouTube, they can be on Kick, they can be on any platform. It don't even matter. The problem is the governments need to stop trying to ban all IRL streamers. They have to. Because here's the thing. There's a lot of IRL streamers that require for them to do that job so they can get paid the legal way, the correct way. I've seen IRL streamers in Japan just going around, minding their own business, not doing anything bad, and they're being targeted because of your laws that are in effect trying to say that IRL streamers are bad. That's not the case. And two, Interpol, you need to step in and do something about this. Because not only will this affect more and more countries, because let's say, and I'm just stating this for a fact, I'm not supporting him, I just want to say this on record. If he tries to get out of South Korea and he goes to Australia, then Australia knows about him. They're not going to let him in. He's going to try to lie to get in, and if he gets in, your country is going to be targeted with more harassment, more negativity than you can possibly imagine. We need to tell these governments Interpol needs to pay attention, Department of Justice needs to pay attention. Hell, I'll even go the whole, you know, all the way around the world to all the countries. You need to do something about this. You need to stop nuisance, and I say this as strongly as I can, nuisance IRL streamers. You need to stop them before it gets out of control. Because if you don't, there's going to become a problem. And I know you guys don't want to deal with that. You rather do your jobs, which is create bills for your own people and do everything the right way. But when you let a guy like Johnny go around doing whatever he wants, that's going to cause bigger problems for everybody who does IRL streaming. And that's what he wants. He wants chaos. He wants to be an idiot. He wants to do whatever he wants because he knows he can. Nobody will tell him no. And that's the problem. And the bigger fear that I have with this, and it's already happening, let me put it this way, okay? South Korea knows about his Discord. They're keeping an eye on it, and I know they are. And two, the reason why we're not hearing anything about him right now is because they're watching him so closely for the next time he screws up. And trust me, he will screw up. That's his MO. And to the U.S. Embassy in South Korea, you should have never gave him that emergency passport. Because now he's going to try to get out of the country. Whether he does or doesn't, we're going to find out. Because if he's gloating about having that passport, he's going to try to get out. He'll go to any port where boats are, and he'll try to sneak onto a boat when there's nobody watching, and then he gets on a boat and leaves. And let's say he does try to get out of South Korea, which guarantee it won't ever happen. Let's say if he tries to get out of South Korea. Okay, let me say this first of all. Number one, I'm not trying to dox where I work, so that's why I'm leaning forward. Okay, thank you. And two, let's say he does try to get out of South Korea. He won't even make it because the South Korean government is going to have their Navy search high and low for this man and his boys. That's what they're going to do. They're going to find him, and they're going to bring him back to South Korea to face the charges that he deserves. Now, if he tries to go to North Korea, good luck, because he won't even get into the country. With all the negativity, publicity that he's getting, yeah, they're not going to let him in the country. He won't even survive. I mean, he tries to get past the border, it's over. Like, there's no way. And then he tries to go south to that island. That island is still on South Korean territory. He can't even go. He could go on that island, but he's going to be stranded. He can't go to China and try anything because China won't let him in. And now he's stuck. He has nowhere to go. He could try to get to Australia, but that's not going to work because the Navy will just catch him. And that's why I'm telling all the countries, you got to do this. Because if you don't, this is going to get worse. You're going to have a problem where nuisance YouTubers, kick streamers, whatever, Twitch, I don't care. I can name all freaking of them. You need to do something about this. You need to put into law that, one, it's not fair to claim somebody is being a troublemaker just because they have a phone on themselves or filming other people. You only do it when they're being disrespectful. There's a difference. Let's say there's a Chinese YouTuber, right, walking around in Hong Kong, and that person is not doing anything illegal. They're following the laws like they're supposed to, and they're filming you know, maybe running into somebody, bumping into them. It happens. It happens to all of us. But you can't say for a fact that that person is a bad person when they didn't do anything wrong. So you need to do something about these nuisance IRL streamers who think it's funny to disrespect people and people's culture. Because I'm telling you right now, it's not going to end well for Johnny or any of his cohorts on his Discord server. Because not only does the government have access to his Discord server, they know the exact IP address of every single user. And that's why I warned them to stop. Because I wanted to make a difference to help these countries, make people take accountability for their actions. But Johnny and his boys said no. They want to act like children. You know, a bunch of people said it perfectly. Fuck around and find out. Because that's what just happened. I mean, South Korea is going to hold him for at least about 17 years. Tops. Like maybe even 15, depending on what the government says. And to Johnny and your boys, you should have listened to me when you had the chance. But guess what? Like I said, you fucked around and you found out. So guess what? Let's hope the cabbages are growing in winter, huh? Because now you learned a valuable lesson. Because now not only do you have the South Korean government coming after you, I hear the silent mob is coming after you. And they don't play. I'm telling you right now, if he ever gets to Italy or any other country that has violent mobs, yeah, you lucky to escape with your skin with the Yakuza. I'm telling you right now, because they would not hesitate to drag you out back and shoot you and kill you. I'm telling you right now. They might even pay off the Japanese police to say, "Who's Johnny? I don't know him." Wait, you mean that guy? Oh yeah, he left the bar at about 2 in the morning. Never came back. See what I mean? So if I were you, Johnny, I'd really rethink your life right now. And to your boys, you need to stop giving him money and letting him do dumb shit like this, because if you don't stop, they will find you. Because the US government's after you, South Korea government's after you, Japan government still knows about you, and they're building a case, I guarantee you. And let's say you do get back into Japan in 5 years. Nope, they're gonna get you out. They're gonna send you right back on that plane, and you're gonna be stuck in South Korea or any country. Because here's the thing, you are running out of countries when you go from Israel, South Korea, Japan. You can go to Germany, you can go to several other countries. But once you start running out of countries, you're stuck in a place where you can't go. Think about it. There's, what, 10 continents on this planet? And you think you're going to just get all of them? Yeah, okay. Try to go to North Korea and do that dumb shit. They're going to have you killed. 2, I know there's this one island. I'm not saying where it is, because I don't want to get in trouble for this. But there's one island that's being protected by a navy. They do not want anybody stepping foot onto this island. Because if you do, the natives will kill you. They are afraid of outside people. Because in their brain, they're thinking, you know what? I don't know this guy. He might be trying to, come after us and trying to kill off our tribe or our people. If I were you, Johnny, I'd get my head out of my ass and realize that, one, you need to grow up and learn from your mistakes, and your buddies need to grow up and learn from their mistakes too before it blows up. Because, like I said, I was in your server and I warned you guys, but you didn't want to listen. And look what happened. You guys are now international criminals. International. I would not want to be on your level. Shit, I would not want to be on your level. Not only the mob after you, the government's after you, everybody's after you. I've seen every single YouTuber and every single streamer wanting to kill you. One guy actually got into your place looking for you. Sorry, Johnny. You done fucked up. And I'm just going to sit back and eat some popcorn while they handle you. Because, boy, was it worth it. Alright, talk to you later. Peace.